So this one right here is immensely important because there's actually 3 types of education that I really show and I talk about in all my education, right? Is that you have traditional education, which is about 30 years obsolete, right? You have self-education, which is actually trying to stay with the market and learning yourself and taking the initiative to grow on your own. And then there's called market education. And this is where the market is actually educating you. News, commercials, radio ads, Instagram sponsored ads, shopping centers. This is called market education, right? And consumerism is probably the hardest pushed education in the market. If you ask a 5-year-old little kid what they're gonna do with a $20 bill or a $5 bill, they're gonna go into the store and they're gonna buy something with it that will not benefit their life at all. Consumerism starts that young. If you go into Walmart, where is all of the cereal that tastes good? Where's the Fruity Pebbles? Where's the Cocoa Puffs, right? Where's the Chips Ahoy? All that stuff is on the bottom shelves, eye level for 5-year-olds. Eye level. Where's all the healthy cereal? Where's all the Wheaties? It's on the top where the kids are not even looking. Literally, consumerism starts that young. It's all over the place. That's why gallons of milk, which are the most commonly household product bought in grocery stores, are all the way in the back left or right corner of the store, because they want you to walk past all the consumer aisles and items that you can buy. That's why you go in for a gallon of milk and you leave with $100 of groceries, when really all you needed was a gallon of milk, right? Consumerism is also in forms of buying athletic wear, buying athletic tickets to go to season tickets, right? How much money do you think the Dallas Cowboy makes on season ticket holders? The average season ticket holder that has good seats spends $30,000 a year, right? And one of the tricks I don't want to trade you is not that consumerism is bad, just that you don't want to buy luxuries and buy all these different things of consumerism with hard-worked money. If you're making 10 bucks an hour, you should not buy a $1,000 iPhone. You just shouldn't, right? There's no way that you'll be able to live on that money. Invest whatever extra money you have into yourself, into your resourcefulness, into going to a mastermind and learning and meeting new people and learning from those relationships, right? This is how it begins. Get rid of consumerism now. Instant gratification is one of the biggest addictions here in the US. And the reason why is because you want it now. Did you know that in the 1930s, they didn't even have mortgage? They didn't have it. The only way you could buy a house from 1930 on, I'm talking about like the 1700s, 1600s, right? The only way you could buy a house is if you built it yourself or you bought it with cash money. There was no credit cards, there was no loans, there was none of that stuff. The only thing you could have is what you could afford to buy. And so instant gratification and consumerism, like, oh, I'm in college, I got this $2,000 credit card, let me buy this MacBook computer. And then let me pay it off, and I ended up paying off $5,000 because I did interest and I make very small money and I couldn't afford it. But you justify it in your head as you're willing to do it because you want the consumerism feeling, the dopamine feeling of owning that piece of technology, right? And what I'm telling you is to be a consumer on knowledge. Be a consumer on creating pillars of income. Be a consumer and buy season tickets with the money that your assets and your pillars of income buy. I have a rule. I only buy luxuries with money that made from an asset. Do the same. Create your assets. Thank you.